Hey, this is Mr. Roche. We are working with Arduinos and we are trying to, you know, get enough skill that we could try like a kind of a MIDI thing and make a kind of a cool instrument. Um, One of the things that struck me as something we could do tonight actually is learn how to implement like a switch. Because, like, if you're going to make a keyboard or something like that, you're going to have to know what the switch is, okay? So switches and lights, something like that, okay? So we're gonna make a new 123D circuits. I'm in 123 circuits, okay? And I'm going to start getting it together. So here we are, and what I want to do is I want to edit it, switches and lights, and what I want to do is I want to be able to sort of control a light on a switch, okay? It's pretty easy, actually. I think you can do this. Let's get some components. So why don't we get, like, let's say 3 lights, okay? Maybe we won't use them all. Probably need some resistors. Okay. Actually, let's go get, like, I don't think we need like a whole board and stuff either. So I'm gonna go get the Arduino. So like that, and then I want to get like a mini breadboard, small breadboard. Okay, great. And then I want to delete the big breadboard. Okay, okay. And then I'm gonna need like a switch. Let's go look at a switch for a second here. Okay, looking for the switch here. I think we want to try like the push button switch. Okay. Okay. So what we want to do is be able to push a button and have the switch turn on like a light or two. On this kind of switch has like kind of two sides. It's got a positive and a negative side. Okay, and we're gonna use it, and we're gonna actually it's got a positive and negative side over here. But you can actually put it in to um, the board like that. Okay, we're gonna do that. I kind of connect power and ground to the board. So let's see here. So I'm gonna use the 5 volts here. Okay, so that gives me power, and I'll make that red. And then what I want to do is use one of the grounds. Um, okay, so there's power and ground. Okay, to the board. Okay, now what we got to do is we got to get power to the switch. Okay, so I actually think these are the same like sides. Okay, and this one's not, but you actually need to use 2 of these to sort of connect and get a read over here, basically. Um, so what we're going to do is we're going to send the power over to the switch, okay, like that, okay, and then um, going to take one of my resistors here. I'm going to use it for the switch. I'm going to rotate it. And you're going to stick it in here so it'll make a kind of a connection with the switch. Okay. And then I'm going to take a wire and move it to ground. Okay. So that's kind of interesting. So what's going on here is that this is a huge resistor too. Okay. So what it'll do is it'll kind of keep current like kind of pushed over like this way and keep it sort of like so that the current when the button's pushed will actually send over here and get to here. Okay. So what I need to do too is let's get a wire over to here from the board, and we'll just get it kind of wired up. Let's see here. I don't really want to use the rail here. Let me see. I think I can just go like this. And this is like a digital thing since I want it to go to digital too. So it's just kind of this is like kind of like the signal. So this will either read on or off like that. Okay. So let's get this coded and then we'll figure out how to add a light to it. Okay. Before we code, I guess it does make sense to hook up one of the lights to it. So let's hook up a light to. I got to get a light to basically one of the other pins. So if we're using like 2, we could use like 3 here maybe. Okay, these guys can share ground, I think. Okay. So I'm going to go like this and stick a light in here. Okay, and this is just what we've been doing before. So let me put this in here. Okay. Let me take a resistor and we'll put it let's see. We can put it this way, it's going to the ground. That'll work out. Okay. And I can change the. This is like 160. That's what I've been using. That's fine. And I'm gonna take this down to the ground. Okay. So this is like in there too. And then all I need to do is get a wire over to one of these other things. So maybe I can go up here, turn this one, just go over here, and we can take this to, I don't know, let's say pin 4. Okay, so I'm using like 2 and 4. Okay, we can make this like a cool color, like red. To switch it up. Okay, and this one could be like turquoise, just because it's neat. Okay, so that's kind of our wire setup. And what we're going to do now is we're going to code. Okay. Okay. So we're back again. Okay. So what I got is like I have these things here. I don't want to see any of this stuff, so I'm going to clean this out because we're going to run a kind of a different script. Okay. So it should look like just like the setup in the loop. Okay. There we go. Okay. And then what I need to do is I need to establish my my button pin and maybe my light pin here. Okay. So I'm going to say int button pin equals, and we know that it equals 2. Okay, it's digital 2. Okay, and we have another int, and it's going to be the LED pin. In this case, and it's going to be 4. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to need one more pin. That it's going to be like the button state, and we've talked about digital things, and digital things can either be on or off, and so it's either going to be a state of 1 or it's going to be a state of 0. Okay, something like that. Okay, so things look good here. And then what I'm going to do is I have to do my pin mode stuff. So I'm going to go pin mode. And then I'm going to say the button pin, or actually LED pin. Okay, it's just like the way we've been doing it before. It's going to be for output. Okay. And the pin mode for the button pin is different. It's going to be for input. Okay. So there we go. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Let's up a little bit so everybody can see it. Okay, and that's great. And then all we have to do is kind of our loop. What it's going to basically do is it's going to like determine what the button is, and then if the button states 1, then we're going to light the light. Okay, if the button states 0, we're going to turn it off, basically. Okay, and so the command for this is digital read. We'll look at the button. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to say button state equals digital read of button pin. Okay. Okay. And then we just do this one if-then statement, basically. We're going to say if button state equals high, which means that the thing came into us. We're going to digital write LED pin and have it be high. And then otherwise, this is how you say that. Okay, you have to go like this and end this. And this can come up here. It's going to be low. Okay, and that's it. Okay, and what we'll do is we're going to test the code. Okay, so let's pull this down. Okay, I'm going to upload it and run. Okay, it compiles, so that code looks pretty good. And this is from an Arduino example, totally. And what we want is we want that. See that? See how it's going on and off? That's good. Okay. So if you could get it to run 2 lights or have 2 buttons going, that would be great too. Okay? That's what we're looking for. Talk to you later. Okay, so get this done. You can show me what's going on, explain the code, and run it and demonstrate it in a 1-minute video. Thanks.